Hey guys, it's Tiffany. Today I'm going to teach you a doubles trick. It's called the windmill. Looks like this. This move is a lot less complicated than what it looks like, honestly. If you can do a forward weave and a reverse weave with twins, you're going to be able to pick this up fairly quick. It's really the same concept. I'm going to try and make this really quick. Just pause it as you need to, I would say. Work on it step by step. So we'll start with just one hand at a time to get kind of a feel for it. So if you're facing to the right, just start off with doing a reverse weave with your left hand. And just bring that hand straight above your head. You're going to notice that up here it's kind of more just a wrist motion, but that's the exact movement our arm's going to be doing. So what it would be a reverse weave to our right, that's what your right arm is going to be doing in this. If you put the hoop in your left hand and you're facing the left, you do a forward weave, you just raise that above your head, that's what this arm's going to be doing. So as long as you know the weaves in either direction, it's not going to be too difficult. So we'll try with two already. A really good way to learn it in the beginning is really exaggerate your arm movements. That's what we're going to do. We don't have to worry about getting it all tight and fast. It was easier. I learned it with a bigger set than these. It was just kind of easier to keep the planes straight. So if you only have, minis, that'll be fine. But if you have bigger ones, it might help. So starting with both hands, you just kind of rock your hoops back and forth. And the way I usually go into it, my normal current for this move, I push them up to the right, and that's how I begin. So just one hand follows the other, and you let your right hand go behind your head and swing down, behind your head and swing down. Same your left hand, go behind your head, swing down, behind your head, and swing down. And just try and follow one right after the other. This is actually one of my favorite ways to do the move, is to stretch it out. So just follow one hoop down in front and behind your head. And I do it, it's a really loose grip. I'm letting the hoop hang in my fingertips and letting my wrists do the bending when it goes behind my head. So once you get a feel kind of for doing this long arm version of it, you can try and keep your hands a little closer. So this is really, our wrists are what's moving. My elbows are doing a little work, but you really need to move your wrists. The second hoop might feel a little awkward in the beginning, and just keep working it out. If it does, just work on that hand by itself, because always the second hand was the trickier one for me. And do it as slow as what you need to. There's no hand changes going on. We're just letting it drop and come back. Like I said, once you get ready, you can speed that up a little more. And play around with slowing it down and stretching our arms out, getting small. Okay, so to do the move in reverse, we can start back swinging our arms like we did in the beginning. And this time we're going to go up to the left, and our left hand is going to lead. And it's going like it's pinky way. So if your left hand was just doing it, you take it and let the hoop drop below your head and bring it down in front of you. And just drop behind you, down in front of you. And the right hand, your thumb is going to be leading. Just let it drop behind. So both of them, the left one's leading, the right one just follows. When you get used to that, you can work on bringing your hands closer and then switch. This is actually just a good way to practice to make sure you get balanced on both sides, is just to play around. Now go back to your hands closed and switch over to the other side. That's when it starts getting fun. Once you've got kind of your hands down and they're closer, mess with taking them apart and slowing down. It's still the same. My wrists are doing it. And just having your arms apart gives it this different look. This, the same, we just spread them. And this is what we get. So if we go back up here, my favorite variation of this move is to do it at the same time. So there's some beats that are just, you gotta rock with them. So it's just fun to get the hoops going on every beat of the song. Switch it up. And then one more thing that you can do, and this would be from this little extended version, is when you have the hoops kind of, your right one's already coming, you'll kind of stop. Let the hoop that's in your right hand, it's pinky side up, raise it towards the ceiling while you take the hoop in your left hand towards the floor. And you just move with it. And you've got your right hand towards the floor and your left hand towards the ceiling. And you can go back into your windmill. So that would look like real time. That's fun. Do it again. The momentum of your arms really catch up on that one. So a fun way to get into the move, if you do know how to do a 2-beat weave, I'm doing it with my left hand on top. I do a switch with my right hand. You only have to do it with your right hand. And you can get into that position. So what's happening there? Just go back to one hoop. If you're doing a forward weave with your right hand, what I do when it's coming back to my right side, I'll stick my ring finger and my pinky out. I just do it kind of when it's rolling down here. And I'll swing it up, and you get to this outside grip. So from in here, you know, we're holding it kind of more inside the hoop. Stick our ring finger and pinky out, let it roll around to where we can grasp it. Now leading pinky above the head, we can go into that position. To get back down, you just let it roll on your thumb to where you can get your hand back in. Again, stick our pinky out and let it roll around our thumb so we can switch back. Now the left hand doesn't do any switches. It's just simply moving up, moving down, moving up, moving down. So it's pretty simple. We'll go back into it, doing our 2-beat weave. And when our right hand comes over to our right side, that's when we'll let our fingers roll around it and switch the direction. And right after you do it, you want your left hand to just follow. So how you get back down is the same. When you're bringing your right hoop down in front of you, let your thumb stick in and it roll around. I know this is pretty fast, so I'll probably be able to slow this down to show it better. So to get up, let the fingers roll in to grasp it and just go right in. To get down, when our left sorry, when the right hoop comes down, you just stick your thumb in. I know this move can seem awkward in the beginning, especially going the backwards direction. I knew that one was especially troublesome for me. But it's really a matter of just trying, going as slow as you need to, and really practicing all of them. Switching directions is going to be a big one, because when you get used to doing this in both directions, you really open up how you're able to get in and out of it. And it's not one of those moves that's terribly difficult to learn the opposite direction. Just a little bit of a brain teaser. But if you have any questions, you still need help troubleshooting it, feel free to ask me. I'll try and help you out however I can. Thanks, guys.